Hi, everybody. Let's take you through today and then mainly tonight with a little bit of rain coming in. And then we're going to get into Thanksgiving week and show you the national setup, which is going to be cold and maybe snowy for certain areas of the country. No surprise there. It's Thanksgiving, the end of November, but not here at home. And I'm going to take you through all that. First off, I'm a little surprised at the beautiful sunshine we have this morning. I thought we'd have some high cloudiness in the sky throughout the day. Now, high clouds are setting to our south. And in fact, this is the Portland Spirit Landing in downtown, looking at the Tilcomb Crossing, beautiful blue sky. If you look past the south waterfront off to the left, you can see a little bit of cloudiness. And the farther you look to the south, the more clouds you will see. And those clouds eventually will be increasing as we get rolling through this afternoon. And we still have rain, not a lot, but some rain in the forecast as we get rolling into this evening. So, and let me show you a couple of the different imageries. Right here, this is the water vapor, this little curl, that's an upper level low, and it's spinning moisture into parts of California, mainly northern, and it is responsible for throwing what will be increasing cloud cover our way this afternoon. You see it here on the surface map over to the right. Notice the high up to our north. Again, we're dry today. This low center will eventually win out by throwing some clouds our way again later today into tonight. This is the contouring in the upper atmosphere. Here's the center of the 546 low off the coast of Northern California. The heaviest rain bands have been offshore. Remember, there was some concern, I don't know, 5 days ago that this could be some rounds of heavier rain for California, but now that doesn't even look to be the case. They're getting some rain, Northern California, but not to the degree that it's problematic. Of course, that's good news. You don't want that. Do notice with me up to the north. So you've got this cutoff low right here. And then you've got a northern jet stream branch that is flowing into Canada. And up here in the northern branch, see this band of clouds? That's a little wave or a weak front that will come in overnight tonight into tomorrow. So we're going to get those clouds. We're going to get clouds being pulled up by the low. And that squeeze play, if you want to call it that, would give us a little bit of rain overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. No storminess with this. You can see some lightning down around the low center well out to sea, but nothing in this northern branch of clouds. It's just now starting to move into Vancouver, BC. So we'll see the clouds increase without doubt later today and eventually get at least some passing rain tonight. Let's see what the national blended model looks like in terms of moisture. This is the green here would represent rain. So this is late this afternoon, rain starting to move up past Medford, maybe into Roseburg. It's going to take its time getting here. Notice how it kind of falls apart. The green is some decent rainfall. The gray areas would be mainly some traces of rain. And then here we are. This would be late this evening, maybe around 10 o'clock. There's probably some traces of rain around Salem, thickening clouds up into Portland. Here's some rain making it up into the North Valley and crossing the Columbia River. This would be, let me do my math, 10Z5. This would be like 2 o'clock overnight tonight. So this is after midnight. And then we go into early tomorrow morning. There's some rain, especially out through the gorge, if this is exactly right, holding together, and then up into parts of Washington. Once we get through the morning hours tomorrow, still some lingering rain potentially out in the gorge. Again, this is one forecast model. This would be 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, seeing the drying at the coast, drying coming into the I-5 corridor. There's Kelso, Hillsborough down into Salem. Rain starting to be more off to our east. Eventually that fizzles out later in the day. So that showed you increasing rain chances after 8 o'clock this evening. And really, in terms of anything measurable, maybe closer to midnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Forecast models give us anywhere from a trace to about 5/100ths of an inch of rain here in the North Valley. So again, we're not talking about much, but we are talking some rain overnight into tomorrow morning. And then we'll go back to dry weather on Thursday and Friday. So it stands to reason that we're actually going to see the clouds thin out during the afternoon hour tomorrow. Not sure how much sun we end up getting tomorrow. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see much of anything. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the clouds thinning out at some point, 2 o'clock on either. This shows you potential temperatures tomorrow afternoon, mostly low 50s. I know the numbers are small. This gives that story of 52 tomorrow, gives You folks out in Beaverton area, about 52, about 53 up in St. Helens, 49 in the afternoon up in Kelso Longview, about 51 degrees in Multnomah County in Portland. And then certainly temperatures only in the 40s up in the Puget Sound up towards Seattle. Once again, tomorrow, notice this has about 51 in Salem in the afternoon. You go out towards John Day, 57. You go out into Baker County, out toward the Blues, 54 degrees. Tomorrow will be the third day in a row that there's not much variance temperature-wise across Oregon from the coast to the Idaho border. And again, temperatures 53, 54, 55, pretty much normal for this time of the year. So I'm not looking at much of a temperature change overall going all the way into the weekend. All right, and I'll show you the 7-day in a moment. I do want to jump into next week because there was some talk, and in fact, some of you have asked me questions saying, Rod, have you seen there's this big batch of cold air that could impact us over Thanksgiving weekend? The European model in particular, several days ago, was showing a cold trough that could possibly extend back into the Pacific Northwest and have a dramatic impact in our area. But now all the modeling seems to be agreeing that that cold air is going to stay well off to our east. So this is Thanksgiving Day, Thursday of next week. This is just a temperature map. And notice the warm colors, the yellow, the oranges, the reds, blanketing from New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, up into Oregon, up into Washington. No cold pockets here whatsoever. But notice the impressive cold chute coming down across Montana, into the plain states of Nebraska, Kansas, going down into Texas, all below normal temperatures. The Gulf Coast states, in fact, all of the East looking at below normal temperatures for Thanksgiving Day into the weekend. So that's the eastern 2/3 of the country get cold, but we don't. We stay warm. The ridging pattern would go up over us, and then the cold air would come down across the rest of the country. And you can kind of see that. This is the American GFS model, and this is what we call moisture saturation through 10,000 feet in the atmosphere. So basically everything shaded in green would more than not be solid cloud cover and have a heightened chance of precipitation. So again, this is Thanksgiving afternoon next week. Notice the big low spinning up here over the Hudson Bay, and pretty impressive cyclonic flow pattern down through New England and into New York State. Very possible if you watch the Macy's Day Parade on NBC next Thursday morning, Thanksgiving, that it will be at the very least cold with people in big coats and gloves, breezy with a chilly northwest wind, and very possibly some flurries or some light snow in the area. And by the way, see this cold, follow my mouth. This is the cold trough all the way down through the southeast and the Carolinas. The rain snow line looks to be down here somewhere in Tennessee and into South Carolina, potentially at least northern part of South Carolina. Most of this moisture is going to be up to the north, though. We see the grain shaded areas. Now, for us, there is a system that's going to bring some moisture, it looks like Wednesday of next week. So the travel day before Thanksgiving Day. Doesn't look particularly strong. In fact, let me look at my notes. The latest modeling, it's mostly an upper level system that comes through, maybe as little of 1/10 of an inch of rain. And the snow level with that would be about 5,000 feet. That's Wednesday of next week. And then Thanksgiving afternoon, see this little ridging right here in the contours? That's high pressure building in. And that's a day that, while there could be maybe some moisture Thanksgiving morning, turns out to be dry in the afternoon. And there's really no cold air incoming over that weekend. I'm going to go ahead and play this because I think it's going to play into that gave us a dry Friday, a dry Saturday. And then here we are Sunday afternoon. See this next weather system? This is the Sunday of Thanksgiving weekend. This would be Sunday, November 26th. So moisture arriving. The modeling was showing this front coming in on Sunday for kind of a rainy travel day back home. The models that came out this morning kind of hold that off more to Sunday night into Monday. Now there's the main front, that back to work Monday, the 27th, getting into Tuesday, the 28th. So if that's the case, we would have no local travel issues whatsoever over the Thanksgiving weekend holiday here locally. Now, I do want to touch real quick on what's not happening up on the mountain. This is Timberline's camera up at the lodge at 10:06 this morning. Beautiful blue sky. Parking lot's clear. They are reporting a 10-inch base where they kind of manicure it. I think that's measured over by the Bruno lift at 6,000 feet. Meadows reports all of 2 inches on the ground, which isn't even solid. But so here's the deal. You know, we always hope to at least have kind of an opening on Thanksgiving weekend at some point where people can get up and enjoy the day, even if it's very limited snow. But this year, we have the chance to pick up, like an inch or so of snow overnight tonight into Wednesday. Then there's a chance of maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow up in the Cascades this coming Saturday night into Sunday. That would come with the snow level potentially as low as 3,000 or 4,000 feet. So that would be good news. But that's it. Let's say we get 6 inches of snow this weekend, Saturday night, Sunday, down to 3,000 or 4,000 feet. Hip, hip, hooray, right? But then I don't see anything on, after that. I don't see anything coming in of note into Thanksgiving weekend. So that would not be enough for Meadows to open, or Skibo, obviously, and probably not enough for Timberline to even do anything. So that, unfortunately, is looking like a no-go to me, unless they have some magic snowmaking capability that, while that technology does exist, I don't think they'll have it to the degree that it would work for the holiday weekend. All right. So with all that said, here's the way the 7-day shapes up. We're enjoying morning sun on this Tuesday. We got clouds increasing this afternoon into tonight. Maybe there's a raindrop as early as 8 or 9 this evening. Most of the rain holds off until after midnight. And then some showers tomorrow morning. The shower chance winds down in the afternoon. Again, we're talking maybe 5/100 of an inch of rain. We've got a dry Thursday, Friday. Now notice these lows, 37 out of PDX Thursday, Friday morning. Some of you could be down to freezing those 2 mornings. Then the next system develops Saturday. The modeling likes the rain chances picking up in the PM hours. But other information makes me not so sure. So for now, I'm going to tell you an increasing chance of rain developing. I think it'll be a dry start, but I'm not sure on the timing of when we see the first raindrops yet. The front comes in Saturday, late day evening. So that's likely rain going into the night. And then during the day, Sunday, the showers could completely end, or partly sunny skies, and Sunday could turn out to be pretty nice. And then we have a dry Monday. A day at one point looked to be wet, but now it looks dry. That's Monday going into Thanksgiving week. And look at the highs, well into the 50s, a couple cold nights when it's dry out, and that's it. That's a pretty quiet, mild November forecast going into Thanksgiving week. And with that, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Thanks for listening, and I'll keep you updated as we begin to focus more and more on Thanksgiving week.